Hello and welcome to my playthrough of Dark Souls. Dark Souls isn't a game that really needs any sort of introduction, but the basics are that it's an action role-playing game set in a fantasy medieval world. It's in my top 3 favorite games of all time, along with Bloodborne, which is another game from FromSoft, the developer of Dark Souls, and Descent. It's been a little while since I played Dark Souls though, so I'm probably going to be a little rusty at this. Hopefully I can still remember it. For this actual playthrough, I don't really plan on having a particular theme to it. Dark Souls gives the player a lot of agency in what order to complete the different areas, so I think I'll just be doing things as I feel like doing them. I don't really have a particular build in mind either, although that could change. All Dark Souls players have little tricks or quirks that are unique to them, and I'll be demonstrating a few of those when they become relevant. I'll also be explaining the most basic elements of the game just in case anybody tunes in who has never heard of this game before. So, with all that being said, let's get into the character creation. I don't really plan on this taking long at all. New game. Alright, so character name. Let's go with Stumpy. I think Stumpy is a solid name. Stumpy's going to be male, and I think I want to be an Axeman. We're going to be Stumpy the Bandit. The Axeman. So when you're playing this game, usually you want to take the Master Key because it's the most useful of these. But I don't really want to do that because I kind of want to play the game. I like playing the game the way it was meant to be. So let's go with Old Witch's Ring. Stumpy is going to have a large lower body. He's a Delta farmer with receding silver hair. Alright, say hi to Stumpy. Let's go, Stumpy.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
So if that's your first time watching this cutscene, or even your 5th or 10th, and you didn't really pick up on everything, it's okay. I don't think anyone gets all that ever the first time. There's a lot of information thrown at you that isn't clearly explained.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Hi, Stumpy. Alright, so the basics of the game. You see in the upper left I have a health bar. Obviously, if I take damage, I lose health. You lose all your health, you die. I also have a stamina bar, which is used when you roll, when you attack, when you successfully block an attack, when you parry, or when you sprint, which is different from normal running around. In the bottom right, you'll see a 0. That's my souls counter. Whenever you kill enemies, you get souls. That's basically experience and currency all in one. So we have a cell key. All these little marks on the ground, these are the instructions on how to play the game. I'm not going to look at all of them, because I know how to play the game. I hope I know how to play the game. Might be in trouble if I don't. Oh, I love this part. Just the graphics of climbing out of this. It's kind of a well... Okay, so this is kind of a weird area. It's like a well, but it leads down to prison cells. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Maybe it's like just a pit. But anyway, here's our first bonfire. Sitting down at a bonfire heals your health the whole way, but it makes all the enemies you killed respawn. So, it's a double-edged sword. And here we go into the room. And look up there. You can see the Asylum demon up there. Everybody say hi to the Asylum demon. All right, let's go see the Asylum demon. Come on down. So you can punch this guy to death early on. You barely do any damage. You see these attacks are doing like 2 damage each to him. And then I'm just getting taken out by his giant hammer. So you're actually supposed to run away from this guy. But you can kill him early on if you are patient enough. Or, if you take the black fire bombs as the gift, they will kill him pretty quickly. So like I said, I have no idea what I'm really going to be doing with this run. I don't really have any plans. And there you see the dodge roll in action. It makes you invincible for a certain portion of the roll, so that attacks just... Ooh, I'm fat rolling. Attacks just go right through you. So if you saw there when I put all my gear on, I was doing a fat roll. So if you look at the roll right now, it's pretty smooth. But if I put this shield on, it adds just enough weight to my character that I have this fat roll where it's a lot slower and it's clumsier. I don't like it. I'm going to be doing my very best to never have a fat roll while playing this game. Oh, there's a little Scooby-Doo trap there. Little Home Alone trap going on. Let's say hi to Oscar. Oscar's the knight in the beginning, probably, who sent the guy dropped the guy through the hole in the ceiling. And he probably came in through that hole when the big Asylum demon knocked him down. And he's dying.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, sure, Oscar, we'll hear you out.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords, when thou ringest the bell of awakening. The fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Alright, see you, Oscar. Estus Flask, probably the most important item in the game. It's your healing potion, and it refills when you sit down at a bonfire. Here's a shortcut back here. This door, though, is unable to be opened. Locked by some contraption, so we gotta get back in there a different way. And if you watch Epic Name Bro at all, you know that this guy, you have to parry him. Oh, yeah, you have to get hit. Whoops. So you don't have to parry him. So I'm already liking this axe. I'm a big fan of the battle axe. It's a fun weapon, does a lot of damage. Ooh, you got a sword for me? A broken straight sword. A second broken straight sword. Wow. Like I have an arrow sticking out of my back. Ow. Alright. The parry redemption. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can parry enemies in this game. And it leaves them wide open for a counterattack like that. It does a whole lot of damage. You got something for me? No. Okay. Alright, so another thing Dark Souls has is plunging attacks. If you're above an enemy, you can do like a special attack off and land on them. And in this case, you get a special animation, like land on the demon's head and like pull your weapon out. So as you can see, we're doing a lot more damage now that we have a real weapon. An Asylum demon is a bit of a joke. See ya. We got the key out of here. Alright, let's head all the way up here. Good job. Go straight ahead. Game, you're not my real mom. You don't get to tell me what to do. And yeah!
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordran. So coming in, you can actually see a lot of the areas that you're going to visit. There's the Undead Burg. There's the aqueduct up there. We're going to go through that in probably next video, but in a little bit in terms of game time. So in Lordran, bonfires also serve as level up points. And here I'm going to put some points into... When you level up, you choose which stat you want to improve. Vitality is health, endurance is stamina and equip load, strength is damage, dexterity is other damage, resistance is not something you do, intelligence is for spells, and faith is for miracles, which are holy spells. I'm going to go with endurance because I really like having stamina and equip load. Alright, and that'll do it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Later.